So I think we should begin. Okay, thank you. And I welcome you all. Thank you very much for joining us today. As you see, we have our Foreign Minister, Mr. Bilawal Bhutto Zardari, here to speak to the media. I will first give floor to Honorable Foreign Minister to have opening remarks, and then we will open the floor for questions. So over to you.
Madam. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for taking the time out for this press interaction. As you may be aware, I'm in New York for the meetings called on food security. Yesterday, we attended the ministerial meeting on food security, and I'm just coming out of the debate at the UN Security Council on conflict and food security. On the sidelines of these engagements, I've interacted with a whole host of foreign ministers, with Secretary of State Blinken, with the Foreign Minister of Italy, with the Foreign Minister of Turkey. We've also met with UN Secretary General and the President of the General Assembly, and had the opportunity to present Pakistan's point of view, a whole host of levels. Just to to refer to food security very briefly before I take your questions, Pakistan has a real threat of food insecurity, water insecurity, and energy insecurity that has obviously been exacerbated by recent geopolitical developments. But as you all know, as a result of the COVID pandemic and the climate crisis and economic situations across the world, these issues are far more endemic than that and far more problematic than that. Pakistan is one of the most climate stress countries at the moment. My home province of Sindh is seeing a particularly harsh heat wave. All of Pakistan is currently declared drought hit. We are seeing temperatures in April that we're not used to seeing until the peak heat of the summer. For example, Jacobabad, a city in the northern area of the Sindh province, touched 50 degrees centigrade in the month of April. That is just not a temperature we're used to seeing until the heights of summer. So with the combination of climate stress and the sort of COVID lockdown supply chain issues, we face a serious threat from food security, and in addition to that, we relied heavily on Ukraine for the import of wheat, for the import of fertilizers. As far as the conferences and the meetings that have been held here, the call to action as a result of yesterday's ministerial meetings, it'll help us and other developing countries in addressing the sort of imminent crisis of food security, but for short, medium, and long-term measures, we feel we need a far more comprehensive approach that also focuses on conflict resolution, on dialogue, on diplomacy, and the pursuit of peace, because we believe, Pakistan believes, that if we are distracted by conflict, we won't be able to focus on these existential threats of our time. And this is the case that I made in yesterday's ministerial meeting and today at the UN Security Council. I now give you all the opportunity to ask us some questions.